Welcome to the Republic of Poland presentation,
Rzeczpospolita Polska,
presented by
Joanna Orzechowska and
Lembing Bowman.
You are hearing at the background the Polish anthem. Another symbol of Poland that you can see here is the flag. The two colors, red and white, are national colors of Poland. The white is at the top and the red is at the bottom. Don't get confused with flags of Monaco and Indonesia, which have the same colors but upside down.
The white-tailed eagle is the national coat of arms of Poland. As you can see, it is with a golden beak and talons, and wearing a golden crown and a red shield. The white-tailed eagle is also a national bird.
A stork is also a popular bird in Poland. It is considered as the one which delivers newly born children. Polish children don't come from cabbage as the American babies.
National flower is a red corn poppy.
Poland shares borders with 7 countries: Germany to the west, Czech Republic and Slovakia to the south, Ukraine and Belarus to the east, Lithuania and the Russian province of Kaliningrad to the northeast, and the Baltic Sea to the north. Polish coastline is 770 kilometers long. That's like 480 mile distance between New York City and Detroit, Michigan. I'm sure you've heard many times that Poland is located in either Eastern or Central Europe. Let's look at the following map to see why. After World War II, Poland belonged to the Eastern Bloc under Russia's influence. In addition, Poland joined the EU in 2004, together with neighboring countries to the east, like Belarus, Lithuania, and Latvia. In fact, Poland is situated in the heart of Europe. The central point of Europe is located close to Warsaw, the capital of Poland. Warsaw wasn't the only capital of Poland. The first capital was Gniezno, close to Poznań. The second capital was Krakow, and the current capital is Warsaw.
Poland covers a total area of about 120,000 square miles. It is slightly smaller than the state of New Mexico. The entire United States is about 3.5 million square miles. This makes the United States 30 times bigger than the Republic of Poland. There are 2 different climate zones in Poland. The southern parts have a warm and humid climate, and the mountainous regions in the east and southeast have a humid snow climate. Poland has relatively cold winters and warm summers. Its cold polar air comes from Scandinavia and Russia. Its warmer subtropical air comes from the southern hemisphere. During July and August, its average temperatures could reach mid-80 degrees Fahrenheit. During January and February, its cold and frosty weather could bring temperatures down to 15 to 20 degrees Fahrenheit with heavy snowfall. The annual rainfall in Poland is about 600 millimeters, mostly during the month of June, July, and August. Snow constitutes 5 to 20% of all precipitations. The greatest amount of sunshine in summer is to be found on the Baltic coast. Poland's lovely Baltic coast area stretches over 15 miles long. It attracts millions of tourists every year from all over the world because of its beautiful beaches, unique architecture, and exceptional regional cuisines.
The currency of Poland is zloty. The sign is ZL, and the currency code is PLN. The modern zloty is subdivided into 100 groszy. The grosz is singular form of the currency, and it's like a cent in the US. Zloty literally means golden.
Even though Poland is a member of the European Union, Poland does not use the euro as its currency. Under European Union Treaty of Accession, Poland is obligated to replace its currency with the euro eventually. For now, public opinion in Poland is against adopting euro. To euro, more than 70% of the Polish population say no, but no. There is no target date for a Polish euro adoption.
Currently, 1 zloty equals to 26 cents, which means 1 USD equals to 3 zloty and 85 groszy. The USD increased to 3 zloty and 90 groszy in March 2015. The dollar versus the Polish zloty reached its all-time high of 4 zloty and 71 groszy in October of 2000, and a record low of 1 zloty and 72 groszy in June of 1993.
Even though Poland is a member of the European Union, Poland does not use the euro as its currency. Under European Union Treaty of Accession, Poland is obligated to replace its currency with the euro eventually. For now, public opinion in Poland is against adopting euro. To euro, more than 70% of the Polish population say no, but no. There is no target date for a Polish euro adoption. Polish is the official language of Poland. It belongs to the Slavic language system. Its written standard is the Polish alphabet and has 9 additional letters compared to the letters of the basic Latin script. Polish is one of the official languages of the European Union. The Polish language embodied a rich literature that has developed over the centuries. The language currently has the largest number of speakers of the West Slavic group. It is also the second most widely spoken Slavic language after Russian. Today, Polish is spoken by over 38.5 million people as their first language in Poland, and there are 40 million Polish language speakers around the world.
Poland has a good road and rail network. Although the country has 156,000 miles of paved roads, these proved insufficient to cope with the explosion of car ownership in the country. The dated infrastructure is being modernized, but it is not keeping pace with the acceleration in road traffic. Because of its location, Poland serves as a major route between Western and Eastern European countries. In recent years, trucks have been major carriers of goods from France, the Netherlands, Germany, and other EU members through Poland to Russia, Belarus, Lithuania, and Ukraine. When you come to Poland, you may see a lot of road construction going on. As the map shows, roads marked green were recently modernized. Red are currently under construction, and gray are planned to be renovated. The construction of the highway linking Berlin with the Polish capital Warsaw and extending to the border with Belarus has been given priority. In southern Poland, a similar highway will link the western border with Germany through the cities of Wrocław and Kraków to the eastern border with the Ukraine. A north-south link between Gdańsk and the southern border crossings into the Czech Republic and Slovakia has also been given priority. As you can see, these three major links have been completed for the most part. Poland has 143,000 miles of well-developed railroad network, as the map shows. The recent introduction of high-speed Pendolino trains that speed up to 125 miles per hour shorten travel time substantially. For instance, the distance between Warsaw and Gdańsk is now down to 2.5 hours, compared to the previous 6-hour travel time. Poland has several well-known seaports. Starting from the northwest corner, the ports of Szczecin and Świnoujście handle cargo, including coal exports and imports of fertilizers. Further east, Gdańsk is the largest seaport. It handles 37% of all Polish cargo, both incoming and outgoing. Next to Gdańsk is Gdynia, Poland's youngest port. Warsaw's Okęcie Airport is the largest in Poland. The Polish national airline, LOT, connects the capital with many cities in Europe, North America, the Middle East, and Asia. Airports in Gdańsk, Poznań, and Kraków also offer international connections. Airports of domestic importance are located in Szczecin, Katowice, and Wrocław. The first historical ruler of Poland, Mieszko I, is considered de facto creator of the Polish state. He combined native pagan tribes of the Poland and the Gotlands and converted them into Christianity in 966. Poland has fought in insurgencies for freedom 43 times, from 1600 to 1945. The location of Poland between the two superpowers, Germany and Russia, made Poland an easy target throughout the history. It's worth pointing out that during that time, the state of Poland ceased to exist for 123 years, because the two countries, plus Austria, partitioned Poland amongst themselves. Just as FYI, Germany at the time was called Prussia. Poland has had the largest population of Jews in Europe, over 3 million before World War II. After the war, the number dropped to 300,000. Poland is home to Auschwitz. As you can see in the picture, the most infamous Nazi death camp, located outside of Krakow. Recently, Poles have been extremely offended by the phrase Polish death camp, used in American newspapers and even by the President of the United States. Such a phrase is simply an error that distorts historical facts, which are the following. First, Germans created the death camp. Second, 11 million precious lives were perished during the Holocaust of World War II from all over Europe. 6 million of these were Polish citizens. Half of them were non-Jews. Poland was a communist country from 1945 to 1989. Near the end of World War II, the advancing Soviet Red Army pushed out the Nazi German forces from occupied Poland. The Yalta Conference sanctioned the formation of a new coalition government of Poland until free elections. Russian President Joseph Stalin manipulated the implementation and created a practically communist-controlled government in Warsaw. Poland was under Russia's control until the 1989 roundtable talks that led to Solidarity's participation in the presidential election. Its candidate's striking victory gave rise to the first transition from the communist rule in Central and Eastern Europe. After the fall of Berlin Wall in 1990, the debate started in NATO about continued expansion eastward. Finally, in 1999, Poland, along with Hungary and the Czech Republic, joined NATO. amid much heated debate and obviously Russian opposition. Once Poland joined NATO, it started the talks with the European Union about Poland's membership. In 2003, Poles voted to join the EU in a referendum. Poland became a full member in 2004. How many famous Poles do you know? Let's find out whether you know these. Nikolai Copernic, or if you will, Nicholas Copernicus, is primarily known as an astronomer, and his theory that Earth is not the center of the universe. His book on the revolutions of the celestial spheres is often regarded as the starting point of modern astronomy. Frédéric Chopin was regarded early on as a child prodigy piano virtuoso. He is generally considered to be Poland's greatest composer. Tadeusz Kościuszko was a Polish freedom fighter. Kościuszko endeared himself to the U.S. during the American Revolution. Later, he gained even greater recognition in defense of his native Poland. He helped to adopt the Polish constitution that was the first one in Europe and second in the world, following the American one. Maria Curie Skłodowska is the most famous female scientist. She was a pioneer in the field of radioactivity. She discovered two new elements, radium and polonium, the latter one named after Poland, where she was born. She was the only person honored with Nobel Prizes in two different sciences, physics and chemistry. She was also the first female professor at the University of Paris. Wałęsa is a former president of Poland. He is often credited with changing the Polish political system. He founded Solidarity, the country's first independent trade union, which was pivotal in bringing about the fall of the communist regime. Wałęsa was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1983 for his human rights activism. Karol Wojtyła, or John Paul II. At only 58 years of age, he was the second youngest pope ever elected. He reigned as the 264th pope of the Roman Catholic Church for over 26 years, which made him the second longest pope. He has been the only Polish pope and was the first non-Italian pope since the 16th century. Polish unist culture is preserved across different regions of Poland through distinctive dances, costumes, dialects, and cuisine. I would like to show it to you through Polish folk and national dances. I encourage you to watch each posted hyperlink for at least 1 to 2 minutes, and that would be enough to get a sense of Polish uniqueness. The first folk dance is called Zbójnicki from the Tatra Mountains region in southern Poland. It's an energetic men's dance. Enjoy! Mazowsze is one of the world's most famous folk dance troupes that originated in Warsaw region. Mazowsze presents the charm of Polish folklore. Just FYI, Mazowsze sometimes has a dance tour across America. It's worth watching it because dances are not limited only to the ones from Warsaw region, but also other regional dances are performed. That's why the below link will show you a mix of different dances performed by Mazowsze. Now is the time for Krakowiak, a fast Polish dance from the region of Krakow. The link will take you to the dance performed on the streets of this beautiful city. It's a Polish tradition that every prom starts with the national dance Polonaise. Here's how students preserve the legacy of this dance. Let's learn more about Poland through fun facts. Poland boasts having one of the oldest vodka productions with over 500-year history. For example, Wyborowa. Poland is famous for its amber from the Baltic Sea. It has been trading amber for over 1,000 years. The first oil refinery in the world was built in 1856 in Poland by pharmacist and petroleum engineer Ignacy Łukasiewicz. Pruszyński invented the very first handheld camera 1 year before the Lumiere brothers. Piwnica Świdnicka restaurant in Wrocław is the oldest restaurant in Europe, which has been operating since 13th century. Jagiellonian University was founded in the 14th century in Krakow. It is the oldest university in Poland, the second oldest university in Central Europe. Please feel free to open the below hyperlink. if you are interested in more fun facts about Poland.
Ukraine crisis deeply affects people in Poland, as the two countries share a border of over 300 miles. The picture on the right shows Warsaw residents stage a picket in front of the U.S. Embassy in Warsaw, Poland. Hydraulic fracturing or fracking is another controversial hot topic in Poland. In current Poland, leaders are seeking to rapidly develop fracking operations within the country. In addition, Poland may have the largest shale gas reserves in Europe. As a result, Poland has become a very attractive destination for energy companies looking to expand their fracking operations. This has also induced an increasing number of serious environmental, political, and social concerns. The picture on the right shows Polish farmers who oppose the destruction of their local environment by fracking.
Let's look first at Poland's foreign relations. For centuries, Poles cultivated pro-American sentiment. During the American Revolution, many Poles, such as Kościuszko and Pulaski, came to the U.S. to fight together for freedom. To this day, many monuments, parks, and bridges are devoted to these heroic men in the U.S. However, these relations have been deteriorating since then. During the invasion of Iraq, 2,500 Polish troops were deployed to Iraq and 2,600 soldiers to Afghanistan. Now, because of the Ukrainian crisis, there were 100 American soldiers deployed to Poland. Here are facts why. There is no security reason for the US to risk war for Warsaw. And Poland has never been strategically important for Washington. Poles feel the intensity of that love affair between the two countries has diminished. As a result, Poland has shifted from a Washington-centric focus to an increasingly dynamic engagement in the European Union. Poland is the biggest recipient of the EU funds. It received 56 billion euros in development funds between 2007 and 2013. In 2009, when all the major European countries were contracting, Poland was the only country in Europe to experience economic growth. GDP per capita has risen from 44% when Poland joined the EU to 67% in 2014. But no wonder that 9 out of 10 Poles support their country's membership of the EU. Polish-Russian relations started to deteriorate since a tragic accident of Polish airplane with President Lech Kaczynski on board, which happened during landing on Smolensk airport. When the president, together with almost 100 top-ranking officials, was going to visit Polish officers' graves in Katyn, where a Soviet army murdered over 20,000 Polish military officers at the beginning of World War II. In addition, the recent crisis in the Ukraine has worsened the relations even further. Since Poland supports the Ukraine, Russia banned imports of Polish fruit and vegetables, depriving Poland of a major export market that is valued at more than 1 billion euros annually. What's going on in Poland domestically? The biggest headache that Polish officials are getting is from the massive movement of workers to Western Europe that has started since Poland joined the EU. Poland's Central Statistics Office estimates that 2.1 million Poles are living abroad, most within Europe, in such countries as Ireland, the UK, Germany, and France. Other countries offer to Poles more opportunities, better benefits, and higher salaries. Poles have no problem finding jobs abroad due to high standards of education received at home. For instance, children at the kindergarten start to learn a second language. In the middle school and high school, it's common to learn 2 foreign languages. Polish officials need to figure out how to bring Poles back home. If the exodus continues, The Polish government may have a hard time sustaining itself. It may need to open its borders to immigrants.
Poland has the largest economy in Eastern Europe and sixth largest economy in the European Union. With GDP totaling over $800 billion, the country's growth rate is about 1.6%, and inflation is at 0.9%. Poland's economy has been growing quickly, and the manufacturing remains strength of the Polish economy. The major industries in Poland include machine building, chemicals, shipbuilding, food processing, glass, and especially chemical manufacturing and fracking. Germany is the biggest importer of Poland's exports. Do you know over 35% of TV sets in Europe are manufactured by Poland? And do you know Poland was the only member of the European Union to avoid a recession in late 2000? Poland is considered to be one of the fastest growing countries within the European Union. Market drivers. Why to invest in Poland? Poland has a highly educated workforce, especially in math and science. This is reflected in high levels of enrollment in universities. 1 of 10 students in Europe comes from Poland. Poland also has one of the largest labor forces in Eastern Europe, at 16.8 million. This is only lower than Russia, Ukraine, and Turkey. The average wage was around 16,000 euro annually, compared to around 40,000 euro in neighboring Germany. This makes Poland a very competitive labor market. These factors make Poland an ideal location for sourcing and manufacturing for the European markets. In addition, Poland enjoys political and economic stability and is the greatest beneficiary of EU funds. Since 2004, Poland has received almost 100 billion euros from the European Union funds. Let's look at some do's and don'ts in order for you to conduct business successfully in Poland. Dress attire. Do dress conservatively. Don't overdo it with perfume or cologne. Visitors' etiquette. Do bring flowers or wine or a handwritten thank you note. Don't arrive more than 15 minutes late, as that would be very rude. Table manners. Do expect lots of toasts. Maintain eye contact while toasting. Don't begin eating until the host does. Tipping. Do tip cab drivers at 10%. Don't tip in restaurants, as a 10% service charge will be included on the bill. Gift giving and accepting gifts. Do open a gift upon receipt. Don't give yellow chrysanthemums, as they are used for funerals. Red or white flowers should be avoided too. Don't give flowers in even numbers. Socializing and conversation. Don't bring up the Holocaust or World War II. Don't discuss Polish-Russian, Polish-German, or Polish-Austrian relations, or Poland's geographical borders. This can be a very touchy subject. Although Poland might seem more formal than you may be used to, you will find that Poles are very friendly people. Most importantly, be friendly back to them. Be polite and act and dress conservatively. How to conduct a business meeting in Poland. Let us look at some do's and don'ts. Do get one side of your business card translated to Polish. Include any advanced academic degrees that you may have. Do engage in direct communications. Do be patient and engage in small talks. Do be prepared with facts and figures to back up anything you say. Make sure to shake hands with everyone after the meeting. Don't be late. 5 minutes late is acceptable. If you're 10 minutes late, you should call. But if you're 20 minutes late, you should definitely reschedule the meeting. Otherwise, it would be considered very rude. Don't kiss a woman's hand upon greeting. Although in recent years, the tradition of kissing a woman's hand has resurfaced in some circumstances. Don't shake hands in the doorway, as Poles think it is a bad look. Don't move to a first name basis until invited to do so. Don't put your hands in your pockets or sit with an ankle resting on the other knee. Both are considered poor manner. Other business etiquette in Poland includes best time to plan a business meeting. The most productive time for a business meeting are in the mornings between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. and the afternoons between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. The best months for doing business in Poland are September through May. Poles value work-life balance. They believe that they work to live, not live to work. Weekends are devoted to family life, and Sunday dinner at home is still a tradition. Family values are very important in Polish society. Poland has one of the lowest divorce rates in Europe. Poles value family more than money or professional status. So, when dealing with a Pole, you should be ready to talk about your family and show that they mean a lot to you. So, Joanna, could you please briefly tell us what makes Poland a great country for investment and conducting business?
First, Poland has highly educated workforce. As we stated in previous slides, Poland as a country is viewed highly in terms of education. Poland has one of the best education statistics in the world at 99.8% literacy. Over 90% of Poles have completed at least secondary education, the highest score in Europe. Second, Poland is one of the most peaceful countries in the world. Its political stability has created an ideal environment for foreign investments and business operations.
Poland also enjoys its economic stability. In fact, it is the only country that had escaped 2000 worldwide recession.
Absolutely. And last but not least, Poland's corruption index has improved greatly and ranked 38th from over 170 countries. This also gives foreign business a peace of mind. As long as you follow the rules, you will most likely be successful in Poland. Now that we know it's great to conduct business in Poland, Len, what kinds of industries should we consider?
I would recommend agriculture, such as fruits and vegetables, that are very high quality in Poland, and we can export them to other countries. The second industry I would recommend is fracking, as the policies in Poland are very welcoming fracking industry. And manufacturing business is also very popular in Poland, such as TV, automobile, textile manufacturing, and home appliances.
Lastly, anything specific that we should keep in mind when we conduct business in Poland?
First, bureaucracy is a tradition in Poland. You will need to be very patient in order to get all your paperwork ready for business. Second, Poland-Russia relations have a long history. Since the fall of communism, Polish-Russian relations have seen both improvements and deterioration. Currently, the relations between Poland and Russia have deteriorated because of Ukraine crisis. Russia still plays a very significant role in Polish economics and politics.
I think Polish people also take work-life balance seriously, not like most Americans who live to work. People in Poland believe they work to live.
You're absolutely right. Another phenomenon that is worth pointing out is that many educated people in Poland are leaving Poland to seek for better opportunities. Poland loses its doctors and builders. This is a problem. Hopefully, the positive economic progress in Poland will attract these workers back to Poland.
We hope you enjoyed our presentation. Please feel free to watch the below video that showcases the beauty of Poland.
Thank you and goodbye.
Dziękujemy i do widzenia.